Smart man. All right, guys. Good morning. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I did until BTC was at 42K, and then slowly I started giving up gains, and so there was a short squeeze in emotions, and then after like shit, right, with MSTR. But uh, for today, S&P. Let's go over the first chart every morning that we go over. So we'll start with the daily chart first, and so 440 is becoming a very hard level on this, right? I mean, if we look at the chart, we don't see nothing but an uptrend. The question is, how long does it continue? Do we bounce from here, go towards 450, and do we just keep going up, or do we now get a little rest, right? And so LB, he's been warning for the last 2 3 days that this might be a top for short term or a long term, okay? And the first level that matters here is the number that we always know is a 434. As long as we're above 434, I believe the uptrend continues. As soon as 434 breaks, we are probably going to go into a consolidation phase, right up to 425, or maybe even all the way towards 416 in the coming days and the weeks. All right, but as long as we stay above 434, I think we're fine, and the uptrend continues. That's all I care about. And if it breaks 434, then that's how we adjust and we play along. If we get stuck in a chop or a downside, it's very hard to predict what the move will be like the next day, because there will be a lot of rotation happening. Some days tech will run, some days financials will run, and some days energy will run. It all varies and depends. Okay. So SPY 434 Qs daily looks fine. I like Qs a lot better than S&P, right? It's in this channel. And for here, the only number that matters right now for me is 363, as long as we hold about 363. And then all the way down to 10 points down, or 9 points, 354. You guys all know this number from last few weeks. We always go over this. As long as we hold about 354, I think we're fine. Do expect downside to 354. And if 354 breaks, then we do have 350, 347, 342, 338. Okay? And who knows, maybe we rip this entire month again. Okay? So Qs is fine as long as we hold about 354. Financials is something that we're keeping an eye on, because I think we can probably get this number soon, which is 37. No, sorry, 37. So above 37, if we can get a hold above financials, I think that's a sector that we can play. We've been waiting for many weeks, so let's see if we get this this week or the next week. XLE needs minimum 49. It should not break 49 here. I don't want to see this coming back to 46. If we can stay above this for some days and stay above 50, this might be ready to go up. The responsible leader just posted something regarding energy and infrastructure they're ripping. So keep an eye on these two sectors as well. Right? And one stock that I do want to go over today is Tesla mainly. Yes. Now, a lot of you guys have a small account and you cannot play Tesla. What you guys do then is you guys try buying calls 60, 70, 80 points out. The only issue with that is, if Tesla does not move in that same hour or goes sideways, you're going to end up losing a lot of premium. All right, and we don't want any of our members making those mistakes. But if it keeps running, then yes, your calls will keep going up. Now, the number 690 from Friday, this number has been here for the last many weeks. Now, the way that you could have played Tesla, right? I'm just going to go over something very quickly, so pay attention. If you have a small account, I'm going to go over a spread and just show you and give you guys a little tip right now on spreads. So let's keep your eyes open, listen. Now, when a stock is trading at a current price, if Tesla is trading at 690, for example, just an example, if the current price is 690, and when we do a spread, and we buy the call, as long as the first call that we buy, if it's above 690, okay, this just listens to me, if it's above 690, so I buy, let's say 695 call, just for an example, and then I sell maybe 705 call. Now this spread, as long as the first bus spread is above your current price, this spread will always have 100% plus ratio, okay? Always. So this spread will never cost you more than $5. Your fill here should be around $4 or $4.20. It will never be more than 5. So here, let's say if Tesla you played and you bought 695 and 705 spreads at, just an example, last week, if you wanted to play it and you thought it was going to go up, let's say you bought it for $4. When Tesla was under 690, you easily would have got this for $4. And when this spread goes in the money, as soon as Tesla's current strike is 695, your spread automatically is $5 right away. Okay, it's always worth half the value then. as long as it's in 695 or 700, 695, 705. Okay, and the further you go out of the strike, the cheaper it gets, and your ratio increases. Okay, but then you have the spread also becomes more expensive. Now, Tesla today will be opening at 700 plus, I think, right? So this spread, if you were to buy it, is going to be trading around 570 or 560ish, or around there. Now, from 4 to 570, if you were to buy the call alone of 690 or let's say 700, I don't know how much they're going for. I'm just going to make up a number. Let's say, for example, 20 bucks. That's the same thing as buying a $20 call, which has gone up to maybe 34 bucks. This looks really good, 20 to 34, right? But hey, from 4 to 570 and 560 is the same thing. Percentage matters. All right. So even if Tesla moves to 10 points, you can easily make 25, 30% on spreads. You can get your fill at 4 and you can get out at 570, 560. Okay. And if Tesla comes down, these go down slow. This will actually lose a lot of premium, but not this. And at the end of the week, if Tesla closes, let's say on Friday, Tesla does not do nothing. It closes at 700, for example. You know what? Your 690 calls will be down to 10 bucks, but your spread will still be for up to 5 bucks. You're still keeping 25% profit here. Okay. The only downside here is that you're limited. Your profits are also defined in spreads. There's a limit that you can make. So if you don't know spreads, please do study them. This is something that I just wanted to go over how you could have played Tesla. And now, if we look at Tesla's price on the monthly, right? This is a beautiful chart on the monthly, right? And I think LB, you posted something, right? I saw you post this too. Yeah. So Tesla monthly, I've been keeping an eye on it, right? And if we break above this month's highs, which were 706, right here in May. Okay, so if we break above 706 and the opening of April was the closing was 709 in April. So 706 is the first number. So how do you get the level numbers? Just quickly, you always look at the monthly prices for the strongest, most confirmed number. All right, the first month that it was going up was in December. The high here was 718 and it closed at 705, right? So that tells you right away above 705 there were sellers. And then this month it failed, and then in April the high it hit was it closed at 709. All right, and then here we have May. May's was 706. So the two numbers that matter here is 706, 709. Anything above 709, this shows a strength from the last 3 months. Makes sense? So above 709 is showing a strength, but at the same time, above 709, there are a lot of sellers. Okay, there are people that want to sell. But then even if we retrace, now there's something called Fibonacci numbers, right? How do, see, I'm just going a little advanced today. I want to share some valuable knowledge with you guys. Now, you guys all know how Fibonacci numbers work, right? There's the retracement levels, there's 23.6%, 38.2, there's 61.8, 78.6, and it just keeps going. So even if once we break 709 and Tesla retraces 23.9% of this, then you can just calculate those numbers where the next resistance can come. All right. So, or you can just open a 5-minute chart, but these are the things that you're not gonna learn nowhere. But so it's just something that I'm sharing with you guys right now. Okay. So you can always calculate the fibs just by looking at it. You don't have to draw the Fibonacci chart. You can just do retracements on single candles on monthly. Okay. Some of you guys will understand. Some of you guys might be confused, but that. And so I'm not gonna be able to go over too many charts, but I hope this Tesla was worth it. MasterCard on the weekly, it looks great. On the monthly, it just looks amazing. There's some sellers here. I'm just waiting for MasterCard to stay above 90 for 390 for some time, right? If we can get above 390, this is a beautiful chart on the daily, right? It wants to spike. It's gonna give a 20 point, 30 point move like all at once. Maybe I'm gonna add MasterCard. This is one number ticker that's on my list. So I'm probably gonna add this today, right? Then we do have GS, Goldman Sachs, same thing. Financials, I'm gonna wait for more confirmation. I don't wanna add here. I'd rather buy Goldman Sachs right here, where I have more confirmation than trying to buy it here in the chart where I don't know what it's gonna do. In options, it is okay to buy options at a higher price. Know this, okay? It's okay to buy options that when Goldman Sachs reaches 470, because we don't care. We're just playing for that $10, $20 move, and that's gonna give us high returns. Okay, so don't be here that, oh, I wanna catch at the bottom. So options, you can trade them anytime at any price. And I'll just go over one more chart. Baba has earnings tomorrow. Now the thing for Baba is tomorrow, do they announce something that all the negative news that came out of China in the last 3-4 months, that took this stock down and took many others down. Does Baba announce something tomorrow, which is a huge positive for the market? Their earnings are going to be great. We already know. I think they're going to do better than Amazon in terms of earnings this quarter, right? Not the same revenues, but what I'm percentage-wise. I think Baba will do great. So let's see the numbers. But apart from earnings, are they going to announce something which will lift the investors' confidence into Baba? All right. Another way to play this could be JD. I don't know when JD's earnings are. I need to look at it, but you can play JD. If Baba rips and they say anything positive, a lot of Chinese names can rip up. So keep that in mind. But they need to announce something that will gain investors' confidence. Like they need to say something that you guys are on the safe side, or this is what we have worked. It could be anything. All right. And another $550 billion into infrastructure. The total number now stands at I think $3.5 trillion.
Someone asked.
Right. Square bought Square bought Afterpay from Australia. So I make my notes too, guys. This is all work from the morning. For $29 billion, right? In Australia, DKNG has earnings on Friday, so keep it in mind as another great chart which is setting up, right? And somebody's asking regarding PayPal. I'll quickly just go over. PayPal 390 or 309 was really hard, and I think this could be a dip buy, to be honest. Right, so far this is like a failed, this is not a cup and handle pattern, but you can make some out of it. It's a failed cup and handle pattern. It did not break out. This could be a dip buy. You want to play small here, you can play spreads here, buy the 270s and maybe sell 280s. All right, for the 25-30% if it just holds. So, but does it keep dipping? I have no idea, but this is down 25 bucks or 30 bucks from the highs, okay? And it's that good support right here. So as long as it stays above 273-ish, 273-ish, right, plus minus 1, above 273, I think we can probably see a dip towards 290. So at least a 20-point move. Maybe this is one name that I can also keep an eye on. So guys, it's 9:22 EST. I think with this I'll end it. But I hope the Tesla made sense.
That was amazing.
Right, and
That was the best
LRCX
semiconductors.
semiconductors. Keep an eye on it. We'll see you guys in the chat, and I'll be adding some new tickers this week. Amazon's over for now. So with this, have a great day. Let's kill it this week. Let's end the week summer strong. Peace out, guys.